drink level essentially, like, I don't want to say he's leveling up, but... And he gains, like, points or whatever by watching you? By stalking you is what it's called.
Don't what? Don't let him look at me? He's standing right in front of me, Kay. How the fuck do I stop him?
You gotta break his...
This is from the dough that is the exact same recipe. I did technically add the eggs a little bit later. But the exact same recipe, just not refrigerated overnight. So refrigerating overnight does help quite a bit for anyone interested in replicating this themselves. But we did it. We made brownies and chocolate chip cookies in less than 2 hours. In like an hour and a half or so, right? Not a very long stream. We'll show the brownies off again too. Oh my gosh. So all of this made today.
Bakery, so we could plant and harvest wheat.
Okay,
because they need it.
We can harvest wheat?
Yeah.
We can make edibles?
Well, we'll role play it like with Sauce's GTA 5 role play server.
The SPE SMP? Wait, are you down?
No, I'm good. I will. Not, actually, maybe not, because I got aggro.
Oh no!
JB.
We're not dead though. We survived.
JB.
Well,
Remember how at the beginning you said you weren't gonna kill it?
I wasn't gonna kill it. I didn't. I was trying to help.
JB, it's like the third time you did that.
Look, if you watch from my perspective, I was trying to be measured and calculated. Help me now. Assholes? What the fuck? Thanks, Catrice. Or not. Just kidding, fuck you too. God damn it. It even had the building thing hovering over it. She just walked into the middle of it. Like, nah, change my mind, you got this. Alright. God, it's been so long since I've been able to upgrade the PAL box. I don't even remember the last fucking... I don't know where I'm going. Oh, this seems bad. I did a bad thing.
God, this is so bad.
What happens if you throw them in front of the train?
Oh God, no! Great! Oh no! Oh no, is he okay?
Oh my God! What kind of cruel and unusual torture is this?
No, he's...
It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I can even place the roof off of a triangular piece on this side, just not on this side. How the fuck does that make sense?
I think.
Oh, Panda is.
Yeah, Panda's
Oh
already
no,
gone.
Panda's banging Shadowheart.
Oh.
No, I just actually started talking to her without an exclamation mark. I didn't think she would do it.
No, well, Lazelle also wanted to talk.
Get
So I can talk to Lazelle while you talk to Shadowheart. Holy
KC
shit!
Chiefs 5273 just
Jesus
started
Christ,
a new
KC
hype
Chiefs.
train.
What just happened?
I just got gifted 25? Holy fuck, that's the largest number of subs I've ever been gifted.
Jesus.
25 subs.
Jesus.
That started not only a hype train, but my entire OBS is frozen right now.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for doing that. Oh my god, and you've got the hug bounce going. KC Chiefs, I know the season is getting ready to start. I'll have to wear my Mahomes jersey very soon. I am also going to the game against the Chargers at the end of this month. But thank you so, so much. You did not need to do that. That clearly fixed everything. When will father return from the war? He said he was going out for milk. It's been 3 days. Technically only 2 days, actually, if you count the couple hours I came here when I fixed all these assholes.
I throw a guy out
Also,
of his
what is
vehicle.
cruise control? Oh shit.
Wang, what's good?
Oh shit!
Yeah, let me see.
Holy shit!
There was a key that was a help button, and I don't remember the menu button, and I don't remember what it was.
Maybe it was wasting resources. It's okay.
I'm not wasting shit. We got cruise control. We're helping brands. Oh, I see. Okay. Hello. Mic check. Alright, that seems to be working. So what happened, I also don't have my, fuck, well, this might be a problem. Thank you for everybody who've been sticking with me for the testing of our very first go live on multicasting. So what's crazy, so the TikTok stuff is what froze. This seems to be working. But this, I can't also end this. It's not letting me actually like end this. It still says I'm live, but we had 149 views, which is more than we've had on a lot of Twitch streams on TikTok. But what froze is it popped up some thing asking me to install some live thing for the TikTok chat. And when I closed it, it froze my OBS, which to be fair, or for those who aren't familiar with what's going on, I know, I want some attention. I know. This is our very first stream where we're multicasting to Twitch, YouTube, and to TikTok at the same time. So TikTok, I also could not figure out how to end the stream. I do not know if that's going to work. It does say, oh, bye kitty. He's had enough. It does say that everything was working fine on it, but then I also had my cat cam or like the phone cam cut out when OBS froze. So I just restarted everything, which does mean we won't be able to combine our video from Twitch. Yeah, I already showed 2 on Twitch and on YouTube. But what I'm trying to figure out is what it pushed me to on the TikTok side is this live editor. Like, so on TikTok, here, I'll go back to this. I'm not sure where the kitty is, but it wants you to like download this like live editor when you're looking at your live content. If you go to the Creator Hub, it wants you to like download some bullshit for Windows, which I've never done before. And I did have even the chat pulled up before through Stream Elements. Like here, I can pull this back up. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, so I have like the TikTok chatter. This is what I showed earlier that says like you must be 18 or older. Creators must be 18 or older and viewers must be 18 or older. And I do have this set as a mature stream. But can everybody see me? Is everything working? I hope so. Like our stats, even when everything froze, I was able to look at this and our stats do show a few misframes due to rendering lag, but that's like 0.1%. And I think that was from the start of the stream or when I was restarting this stream. So everything seems to look good on my end, but I'm not sure. Because it redid my go live message and obviously has... This also isn't showing... Oh, now this says 0 views. An error occurred while downloading. So I'm guessing maybe it's the Twitch thing, or the TikTok thing, that's fucking things up. This is our, again, very first stream. So for anybody who's joining in, especially on TikTok, this is our first time ever going live on TikTok using the multicasting features with Stream Elements. We are part of their closed beta right now, testing out going live across Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube at the same time. But yeah, this isn't looking promising because this is now not working on the TikTok side, which is what froze before. Here, I can go back to this just to show you. I don't think there's anything on here that's going to be doxing me showing this stuff. But yeah, the TikTok stuff does not seem to be working anymore. How do I just go to my channel profile? It still says I'm live. Okay, so this is working. No error there. I only get an error from like the actual live, the Creator Hub. Interesting. And it's frozen again. I love how it's also like method equals live video live cell is what it says for anybody who can see this part up here. We're definitely not using a cell phone. I'm using OBS Studio. Here, I just want to test one more thing. Update on OBS. Okay, well, this seems to be working now. We don't have the cat on any camera, but our cameras are coming back and everybody can hear me, I assume. I'll keep the TikTok chat going. Welcome in, Andrew. As long as everybody can hear me and see me, that's all I really care about. I am worried about it freezing again. Did you just get the cat back? But I guess I can just repeat myself and maybe we can cut out, you know, some of the stuff I already talked about. But this is the first multicast. Our last stream was the very first where we were using this beta feature, this closed beta feature with Stream Elements to get, at that time was just, here, let's see if we can swap these to bring Jackson back. Magic. Where we were using this to multicast to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time. So we are not doing that. We are actually multicasting now to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and using a slightly different setup, which allows me... Here, I can just show this, actually. Now that the cat is back. Fuck it. We are broadcasting to Twitch by default, and then broadcasting to TikTok and to YouTube using our default canvas. So switching scenes does not seem to be the problem. What seemed to be the problem was the TikTok live thing that it wanted me to download, which I've never ever used in my entire life. I've never actually looked at many of the TikTok features before today at all. So blame me. But yeah, I guess to just recap in terms of updates and things that were fun, or for those who weren't in my Discord or maybe weren't in here at the beginning of my stream, we did go to a wedding yesterday. And that is a photo of us at the wedding yesterday with some amazing little cat holdups. And as the night went on, ended up getting to hang out with a very large group of people. That's me in the top corner up there. And then another photo or variant with a slightly different group right there. But yeah, that is what we did yesterday and then why we weren't live yesterday. But what I was saying before everything cut out, or before I was transitioning over to the news, and before the TikTok stuff seemed to crash my entire OBS, was if there are certain things that people would like to see more of, whether that's yoga or even just basic kind of morning exercise routine and stretching, push-ups, sit-ups, general stretches, or anything on that side, let me know, because I am planning to bake in a little bit more to my streams here in the very near future, because we do have a little bit extra time, or as with when we started our streams 13, almost 14 months ago in September of last year, I started streaming longer and doing, a wider variety of content, including even cooking stuff, because we had a more free work schedule, which is what it looks like I'm going to have at least through the end of this year. So if people do want to see more cooking or more stretching or more yoga or anything, let me know and I will do my best to accommodate that. I assume, based on the way chat was functioning earlier, that people were able to hear some of those things, as well as the start to the news portion, but I don't know. I'm not really sure where things froze, because I just saw the uh-oh, or oh no, from Panda, and then Grego saying, did we break it? But the Pokemon stuff seems to be working now. Everything seems to be looking pretty good, and it does look like a handful of people made their way back here. It's also crazy to see TikTok stuff loading up even more, which is not what I expected. Like, having larger numbers of people viewing on TikTok versus Twitch is absolutely amazing, and not what I had expected or anticipated. But just to show this again, it doesn't show the 104. It still shows me as live now, or the just transition over. There may be a couple second delay. Rigged! No one caught the Pokemon. But yeah, even this says we've had over 14 viewers join in, even just since we went live a couple minutes ago on TikTok, which is cool. I've been very critical of the platform, but now that the multi-stream stuff is working, looks like everything hopefully will run smoothly. If things do pause or freeze or start to crash, please do let me know. But my plan for this stream is to continue on with our regular kind of planning and regular Spookvember schedule. So going into the rest of the Dark Pictures anthology, I would like to restart Little Hope, just to see if we can save everyone, since we were just in the last few chapters where people died on that side. And then from there, go into the last game, or the last major part of the anthology we own already, and play House of Ashes, I think might actually be what its full title is. And then after that, see if we want to get into Until Dawn, which I don't own yet, or I do technically own the old 2015 version on PlayStation, or on the PS4 version, which we could play and do a capture card playthrough of from our PS5, but I don't own it. I don't own the new version, the remaster, which just came out on PC like 2 weeks ago. So that is our overall plan. If you are active in chat, or if you can see me, please do let me know that things are working smoothly. Our stats look good, but I am a bit worried with it freezing the way it did, because I don't see. It looks great, sounds great. Okay, all right. I don't see some of the same activity, or it does look like we lost a handful of people, which makes sense. I was hoping I was just going to be able to rejoin without restarting, but yeah, in terms of stats, for again those who are interested in the back end, what we're running is this new Stream Elements multi-stream, and everything looks good in terms of stats. I don't show any of the disconnect stuff, and I don't have the same like pop-up or nonsense that we saw briefly for TikTok. So if TikTok does start crashing our shit, I will just fucking kill TikTok. But I do want to test this, especially if we are seeing some of the larger numbers on TikTok. You know, I'll multicast and broadcast to every single place that I can if it means just encoding the same information and sending it to multiple channels. I even already have Twitter, like X, set up, but it does tell me, here, I can just show this too. I should have just done this earlier. It does tell me that like streaming on X is currently disabled due to issues with their API, but I haven't needed to change anything on my end other than the actual stream settings in OBS and a few other things, which were very easy to figure out. So hopefully we don't have any other freezes or crashes. If so, I will do my best to address those in real time, and we will ideally not need to have to restart our stream like I just did. But yeah, I guess we'll start off just with a little bit of NPR as we normally do. I know we made it a little bit through this before things like seemed to actually fully crash, but after this we'll dive back into seeing if we can get through Little Hope without killing everyone just at the very end of the game, and then go from there into House of Ashes.
Support for this NPR podcast and the following message come from the UPS Store, open this Monday. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Products, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Live from NPR News, I'm Dale Willman. Following President-elect Donald Trump's resounding win in Tuesday's election, many people in Washington are looking at why Democrats lost. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders says they need to better understand that the working class is angry.
People on top want it all, and we need an agenda that says to the working class, we're going to take on these powerful special interests and create an economy and a government that works for you. And by the way, that can't happen unless you get big money out of politics.
Sanders was speaking on CNN today. Exit polls, meanwhile, show that Donald Trump again received major support from white Christians this election. NPR's Jason DeRose reports that the Republican candidate also made inroads with Hispanic Catholics, as well as other cultural and religious groups.
A little more than half of Hispanic Catholics voted for Donald Trump. That's far more than in the past. Just 4 years ago, only about a third of Hispanic Catholics voted for him. The shift this year appears to have been motivated by economic reasons. A national exit poll from the Council on American Islamic Relations found Green Party candidate Jill Stein getting 53% of the Muslim vote. Trump got 21% and Kamala Harris received 20%. That's after an intense campaign to turn Muslims away from the Democratic ticket due to the Biden administration's handling of the war between Israel and Hamas. Other data, about 80% of white evangelicals voted for Trump, and about 80% of Jews voted for Harris. Jason DeRose, NPR News.
A wildfire continues to burn along the border between New York and New Jersey at this hour. The Jennings Creek fire was first reported on Saturday. Bill Donnelly is the chief of the New Jersey Forest Service. He says the blaze has proven quite difficult to control.
As dry as it is right now, not only is the fire burn on top of the ground, but the fire burns underground. And that's one of the culprits that is responsible for allowing fires to perhaps escape our containment lines.
An 18-year-old fighting the blaze was killed this weekend when a tree fell on him. That incident is now under investigation by police in New Jersey. Haiti's Transitional Council has voted to fire that country's interim prime minister. As NPR's Ada Peralta tells us, the move marks yet one more stumble for a country that remains in turmoil.
Haiti has been in free fall since its president was assassinated back in 2021. One prime minister was forced to resign as gangs took over the capital, Port-au-Prince. Then the international community brokered a deal that brought to power a transitional government. They then sent a UN-backed security mission, but politicians and the security force have failed to take back the country from gangs. Instead, infighting rioting and accusations of corruption broke out among the transitional government members, and now a majority of them decided to fire the prime minister and appoint a new one. Analysts say it's unclear whether the transitional government has the legal authority to make such a move. Ada Peralta, NPR News, Mexico City.
And you're listening to NPR News. Despite the violence that broke out in Amsterdam last week after a soccer match between Israeli and Dutch teams, France has decided to go ahead with a matchup between Israeli and French teams. But Terry Schultz reports that French security authorities are ramping up resources to try to keep people safe.
Paris police say they'll deploy some 4,000 officers around the stadium and on public transportation when Israel plays France next week in the presence of French President Emmanuel Macron. In Amsterdam, meanwhile, pro-Palestinian demonstrators defied a ban on gatherings to criticize the official response and media coverage of last week's violence as one-sided. That's why Fritz Tschökelin showed up, despite the risk of arrest.
I regret the anti-Semitic and anti-Palestinian violence in my city. And I also regret that it was so much framed as pure anti-Semitic. It's within this bigger conflict that's raging.
The Dutch cabinet meets Monday to discuss what more it can do to help the country's Jewish community feel safe. For NPR News, I'm Terry Schultz.
The daughters of baseball great Pete Rose shared stories and tears with fans on Sunday at Cincinnati's Great American Ballpark. Rose died on September 30th. He was 83 years old. Thousands of fans attended the visitation, which lasted for 14 hours in honor of Rose's jersey number. Taylor Swift was the top award winner at this year's MTV EMA Awards in England. She walked away with the honors for Best Artist, Best U.S. Act, Best Live Act, and Best Video for Fortnite. South African newcomer Tyla, meanwhile, picked up 3 awards, including for Best Afrobeats and Best African Act. I'm Dale Willman, NPR News.
This message comes from Moo. At Moo, they help you create beautiful print, marketing materials, and branded merchandise, from luxurious business cards to the best customizable water bottles you've ever seen. Everything you need is on their simple, easy-to-use website. Upload and customize your designs or use one of their ready-made templates. Give your business the customized products it deserves at moo.com.
And now, more from NPR.
Okay, the reason I'm also not offering a lot of commentary on the news is because we are trying to maintain within the content classification labels that Twitch has outlined, where we're just presenting fact-based, journalistic information. So that is why we're just listening to the NPR News Now portion. The TikTok stuff does still seem to be a bit frozen up, or I have this chat feature here, which is also broken out. But as you can see here, if I click on the say something nice, it doesn't allow me to actually type anything. Or even if I click on, I don't even know where that other person went. But there's this reply feature, but I can't actually type anything on their desktop version. It does keep prompting me to download this fucking TikTok live application, which I do not want to run at the same time. But yeah, if TikTok is what's fucking freezing anything up, or if it freezes up again, I think I'll just kill that off, and we can just live stream between Twitch and YouTube. I mean, I've even tried refreshing this and opening it on other browsers, but just to show this again, or even if I open this in another browser, which is what I was just doing off to the side, even if I just open it like this, I can't fucking type in it. So I'm not sure why that's the case. Even right here, the chat seems to be open, but I can't type in it. Oh, it wants me to relog in here. But I can't type in it. Oh. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's happening with TikTok, but it is working. Santa hats? What do you mean Santa hats? Did somebody send me Santa hats? Web live non-logged viewer chat. I don't know what the fuck that means either. I'm getting all kinds of weird shit, even in the TikTok chat breakout thing. Oh, maybe that was just me. Web live non-logged viewer chat joined message. Fucking goddamn TikTok, get your shit together. Everything was working fine with just the YouTube and Twitch setup. And I know the integration is working just fine, because I can see that on the connection status. But anyways, as mentioned before, we are going to have a little bit more free time in the near future, at least probably through the end of the year. So if there are things people want to see, whether it is yoga, stretching, cooking, housework, gardening, whatever, let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate. I also had mentioned before, if I look like shit, it's because I feel like shit. And without rehashing all the details, we did spend much longer than planned at a social function yesterday, which I just showed some pictures of. But I actually had an absolute blast. But the goal for the day is to get into the Dark Pictures anthology, try to see if we can salvage some things in the Little Hope ending, and then go into House of Ashes and see how quickly we can get through that game. If there are other recommendations, or I did update even our Spookvember schedule on Twitch, feel free to let me know, and I will try to bake as much of that in as possible. But for now, I think we can... Well, we also still have the cat here. Switch back over. See how much we can do, which we may have previously failed a bit of on the Little Hope side. I also can't... Yeah, it's not letting me update the category for the other streams. So for those who may have joined through YouTube or TikTok, I apologize if your stream category does not look correct, but I will do my best to make sure that that is all updated and figure out if there's a way to automate that moving forward. Yeah, the TikTok stuff, I can't even engage in the chat. Welcome in, Slushy! Oh shit, I probably should have reactivated the ads when I started. But our stream is working on TikTok. I just can't join the chat, which is interesting. Oh, maybe I can through this test? Ooh, okay. All right. So I can use this like breakout thing. Maybe I have to do it through OBS. Thanks, Rhodey. I think I have to just do it through OBS, like through this little application, because I can't do it even when I'm loading it in DuckDuckGo or Firefox. And I normally don't use Firefox, but I found it strange that I can't join the chat, or again, just to show what this looks like. Like this is what it looks like on my end, and no matter how many times I refresh this, even while signed in, like you can obviously see creator tools, all of this with me signed in, I cannot actually type anything in their own fucking browser. But I can in this breakout thing that I was able to pull up from OBS. So we'll just use that. Also, I'm not a big vegetable guy. What? Oh, extending from the soup chat earlier? Bok choy soup is real good? Well, I like potato soup because it's so easy. It's like one of the easiest things that you can make. So even if you don't have vegetables, once you like put some potatoes and like carrots and onions and a little bit of garlic and some vegetable stock and stuff into a pressure cooker or a slow cooker, once you like immersion blend all of that together, add some cheese, maybe a little bit of bacon, that shit's fucking bomb. It's like the best way to eat your vegetables. I do love soup. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was joking before, is like, I'll just bake a bunch of chicken breasts all together like a fucking bachelor, not even extremely well seasoned or individually, you know. People usually like take them, put them in individual Ziplocs and actually marinate them. Soup season is upon us. Welcome in, Caitlin, too. All right, well, apparently our stuff is working well again now. Potato soup is cozy, love it. Yeah, I mean, you can also add like leeks and all kinds of stuff to it. I'm a huge soup slut, so am I. I will have to bust out some of the things that are in my freezer, because I will also, as especially usually cooking for like one or maybe two, Like, the problem with cooking in a slow cooker or like an Instant Pot is you make so much. Like, even if you're just adding, you know, like a couple of liters or a couple quarts of soup stock, and then, you know, like potatoes, carrots, leeks, whatever. Hey, Queen, I can see you're Santa now. We've been Santa for the last 9 days, Caitlin. 'Tis the season. After our makeup adventures and dress up for Halloween, we switched from our witch/wizard hat to our Slay Santa hat. And we've kept the beard going. So yeah, I guess to put myself back in full screen, this is a good thing to test. Will this work? Ooh, maybe not. Can I add the cat to it? Hell yeah. There we go. This is now 3 weeks of beard growth. So when talking about how quick and easy it is to grow a beard, this is what that looks like, or I guess to show the photos in a little bit higher resolution. This is from the wedding I went to yesterday. So that's what we look like while also wearing like a suit with the beard. And then with a larger group of people, which I don't want to dox too much. I'll just zoom in on me. This is what we looked like. But I had an absolute blast. Ton of fun. We ended up actually getting a little wild. Some might say you are slaying, S-L-E-I-G-H-I-N-G. I think we are. Corporate Santa. Is that what I look like? Even wearing like a fucking t-shirt and shorts, I still look like Corporate Santa. Whatever, I'll take it. I think we look good. But as I was also saying, our corporate time has decreased a little bit. So through the end of the year, since we're not going to be on the same contract we have been on, I do have some more time to get creative, more creative than I was when I started streaming like 13 months ago, where it was more out of like, hey, I'm just going to do the things, you know, when sitting in front of my computer that I normally do. But if people would prefer to see me do more things while not sitting in front of a computer and doing yoga or doing stretching or push-ups and sit-ups and fucking basic exercise or basic gardening or basic shenanigans, even cooking, I am happy to figure out ways to accommodate, even if it means doing like 2 streams per day, or doing like a cooking or like morning or like afternoon stream and then a gaming stream, or dipping my toes into maybe doing a 12 or 18 or 24-hour stream that doesn't require like a subathon or anything like that. I've talked and joked a bit about that. I'm not sure exactly how much people will actually like to see me like sitting on my couch and like reading or writing or doing things where I'm usually in the fucking zone and not engaged in chat. Well, I say like 24-hour stream, but not as like me actually sitting in front of a computer and talking. Like a lot of that would be me, you know, likely not even wanting to have chat in my purview or not even having notifications and things, even if they still play in the background, enabled for me with my headphones on, or maybe even wearing like separate noise canceling headphones. So like, I know that's what Twitch started as, like Justin.tv with Justin Khan fucking around and like doing his normal shit without being as engaged in chat and without there being like overlays and sub goals and follow goals and stream elements plugins or multicasting to YouTube and TikTok and all that nonsense. But if that is something that even if I'm not engaged in chat, people would like to see, I do have the technology. I could very easily even just rearrange the cameras I have to create maybe like a 6-camera display and have a camera in here, a camera in one of the bedrooms, a camera on the couch, and maybe 2 cameras in the kitchen, and do, you know, my morning workout on the yoga mat that's right next to, well, actually, right next to that bed, at the foot of that bed, which you don't ever see. Gonna be like those live streams they have of zoo animals? Yeah, except it'll be fucking me. Taking it back to the old school. Because I'm an old fool. That's so cool. And also named Justin. So like, who better to return Twitch back to its Justin.tv roots. No, I mean, in all seriousness though, dipping my toes back into something like that, even if it does mean doing like a separate morning and evening stream, might be a better way to do that, such that I can engage with chat or like talk to y'all or like actually be present, which I think most people care more about rather than just seeing somebody go through their daily routine. But if people do want to see me, you know, getting out of bed and stretching and doing push-ups and all that kind of shit, I do that like every single day, along with making boring peanut butter protein powder oatmeal every single morning. So putting a camera in front of my face would probably require me to wear more clothes than I normally do while engaged in many of those things. That doesn't mean it would be significantly difficult given my current setup to do those things. Okay. I think if I continue from here, we're still gonna have everybody alive.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Is that Taylor?
But this means we have like 4 chapters to get through where Taylor can't die.
Run!
Hey! But y'all tell me what you want to see.
One of those fucking things is after
Get
us!
inside! Go!
I will
Come on, move it!
update, adjust, and adapt accordingly.
Run! Get inside!
Oh, fuck. I also need to kill this background music. Boop.
What the hell are you doing?
Get in here.
What is this, Noel? Eating Magi. What do you want to see?
She didn't make it.
Or not
Nothing
want to
we
see?
can do.
You're kidding me.
No, and we have to keep that thing outside, or we'll be joining her.
Fuck.
Look for ways in and out of here. Close them all off. Shit! Come on, we need a barricade here.
Yeah. Not a lot of spirit in here in general. Oh, fuck.
Come on.
Ah, I fucked it up! Yoga would be cool. Also, Dress to Impress. I could do some more Dress to Impress. Dress to Impress is a lot of fun. That also requires like planning and getting a group of people together on like a specific time. Yoga does not.
Why the hell is that old fool still out there?
Or honestly, like,
looks like he's following us.
What I was saying before.
Whatever
is
he's up to.
I'm not doing like a full yoga and balance routine. It's more just like
he's gonna lead that thing straight to us.
get your palms above your toes on the left leg, right leg.
You need
both
to get
legs.
away from here. Go
Stand up,
before it's too
touch your
late.
toes,
Get the hell
touch
out
the
of here.
floor,
Go once
put your
I look
palms
you
on the
in the
floor.
Now let me in.
It's really just advanced stretching.
Maybe he can help us out. This is a really bad idea.
But like the same kind of shit I feel like I was taught how to do in like
What
grade
exactly
school
is going on here?
and high school.
Something came after us. That thing was straight out of a nightmare or a horror movie.
What the fuck you talking about? Well, you bang your head tonight?
I can do yoga though. And maybe getting full into yoga again would be a good
gotta
thing.
help us. Please,
The
we're
last
all
time
out of
I used to
options
do
here.
like full balance.
I feel like I'm
and
never gonna get out of this town.
crane
You and
and
me both, man.
actual
I'll go get
yoga.
help.
It was like 2.5 years ago. Dress to Impress was so funny. You were so bad. Look, just living up to my grandpa core nature here.
It's toying with us.
I thought my outfit's fucking slayed, okay?
Why are these things, whatever the hell they are, coming after us?
I wish I knew. Maybe then we'd know how to stop them.
Yeah, if there's a day or time y'all want to play
Professor?
DTI,
Andrew!
I'm DTP.
It's me. I'm next.
Wait, no, it's not you. Is it? I thought it was
Priest,
Taylor who was next.
Reverend, whatever. Made accusations against my double. Sounded serious.
Another trial?
We did
Not
kill
this time.
John and fucking Taylor.
Sure looked like it was heading that way.
And the girl? Mary?
Mary?
Yeah. She was there all right.
Hello,
We secure in
Cuisinix.
here? You find any other ways
Welcome in.
Sorry, Professor, I didn't check.
thing is still out there.
Even though the
Look
chat
over there.
stuff still seems fucked, the TikTok stuff seems
We have to
significantly more
follow
stable
her.
than before.
Whoever she is, she's tied up in everything that's happened here.
What if you're right? What then?
If we can stop her, it could prevent any more harm happening to our doubles. Okay. Guard the door in case that thing comes back.
I don't know if there are like other things I also just didn't find or see that could have prevented all of the people who died from dying. But playing this on fucking lethal mode makes this significantly harder to like discern where I went wrong. Oh yeah, this dude fell on the fucking fence. Oh my god. TikTok stuff? Oh yeah, you didn't hear us. So our stream crashed earlier because TikTok decided to let us know that it wanted us to like download some other bullshit. But I got invited. Here, I guess I can just pull this up. I even shared it in my Discord. But we got invited to the multi-streaming beta live for Stream Elements. So since we went to TwitchCon, one of the benefits of TwitchCon is you not only get to meet a lot of wonderful people, but since I didn't really spend a whole lot of time actually doing that, and instead was also engaged with some of the, learning more about beta features and the systems I'm already using, I got this message just this week, or like Tuesday of this week, saying thanks for stopping by our booth at TwitchCon to chat about multi-streaming. We're low-key super excited to give you an exclusive invite to a closed beta of Stream Elements live multi-streaming. So our last stream 2 days ago was the first multi-stream where I had to apply to get live access on TikTok, since I only had one post I've ever made on TikTok before, but where I did multi-stream between Twitch and YouTube using the same OBS settings. And right now we are actively, I already set up the Twitter like X configuration, but that is currently disabled due to issues with the API on the Stream Elements side. But we are currently live streaming on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. Mafia, also thank you for the like. Appreciate that. That is also a TikTok thing where I think part of what froze things before is I was trying to pull up the actual stuff on like TikTok.com using the browser, which wanted me to like download some fucking Windows thing or open it in my phone, which I'm not going to like use my phone to like look at chat while I'm fucking streaming. But I did find out there is a plugin feature that I can enable from Stream Elements using Stream Elements docs for TikTok chat. So for like Mafia and some of those who I've been talking to, I've been doing that after reading the TikTok chat information. So yeah, you can call me Grandpa Core all you want, but I'm pretty sure not only do I stream more regularly, consistently, and with beta and better features and multiple cameras, figuring out also how to do RTMP, RTSP, and multiple different things, even updating not only multiple cameras, but having even more than one camera trained on me and making sure that all of that information is updated within 1 millisecond of each other and actively synced to my voice while I show my face while live. But a lot of the people who give me shit, I think also are just scared or afraid or terrified, I dare say, of diving this deep into all of this nonsense, which I totally get. It takes up a lot of time, takes up a lot of resources, also takes up a lot of courage and confidence, and, not to speak negatively about anybody who doesn't want to do push-ups or sit-ups or wall sits or handstand push-ups or even just wear hats and be funny with their face in front of a camera and on screen for 6 to 8 hours per day, most days per week. But it does drain my social battery, even if I'm not actively being social while doing it. So I completely understand why a lot of people don't do this kind of stuff. But for me, it's also allowed me to learn a lot, and way more than I ever would have thought. Like, I didn't even have a TikTok account before I started streaming. I created a TikTok account, and literally, like, if you look at my TikTok profile right now, it is one one video that has no sound, which I've already been criticized for, because apparently like your first few posts get like boosted and like have more like, I don't know, whatever, algorithmic recognition. But I just exported this from Twitch. I use like the Twitch export feature. You can also see how basic my background was when I first did this. But I also wanted to just, reserve my name. But what bugs me is I did freeze some of my stuff while testing some of this out. And even right now, even as of right now, you can see I still, for some reason, no matter whether I open this in DuckDuckGo or Firefox, cannot type in the chat, or like this is frozen. Thank you, OF or Dami XAE. Is that like a play on like Elon's child's name? But like I cannot fucking type or actually use like some of the browser features. So I'm learning. I'm learning about TikTok. I'm learning about multi-streaming even between Twitch and YouTube. 2 streams ago was our very first time we ever did multi-streaming. Today is our very first time we added TikTok to the mix. We're going to add Twitter or X as soon as that API feature is available. Next thing you know, maybe we'll even have a fucking Kick account. Who knows? But the more I can do to set up everything on the back end with all the cameras and all the fun and all the features that we already have in place to show as much of the amazingness that we can display in real time as possible, the more I will do everything I can to broadcast that everywhere we can, since that, outside of learning about the integration and API key or like features, like doesn't require any more effort on my part once we're live. Not Kick! Kick had a whole crew of people who were obnoxious as fuck, especially at like the Twitch watch party stuff, or like not watch party, but like their social party in San Diego. There were some people who were clearly obnoxious, but I'm not against YouTube, or as much as I don't like the potentially negative effects and especially all the internal nonsense around them and their executives not wanting to disclose how much information they give to the Chinese government or the Republic of China, and how much data they are gathering or collecting, especially from U.S. citizens, and providing directly to those individuals, but also knowingly creating more manipulative and like kind of behavioral systems that they can, with pretty good certainty, say are hooking children, especially young children, on some of these things. I have a photo I'm not going to show out of respect for not only the child, but the parents, after I did get to know them a little bit. But even at the wedding I was at yesterday, I saw 2 children hugging, sharing, and even fighting over an iPad, watching just like random YouTube videos throughout the majority of the wedding reception. On a nice little stand, sitting on the table, which was literally right next to me, and where the children even had to be shushed, and the iPad had to be muted, and the children also then had to be separated with little talks from the parents because they were getting agitated the minute that they were removed from their fucking iPad during the middle of a fucking wedding ceremony. Like, I totally get it. I didn't find a lot of those things super fun, super engaging, or the most mentally stimulating events, even when I went to them as a child. But dear God, I cannot imagine what kind of negative effects having a screen in front of your face from like 4, literally one of the kids was like 4 years old, like from 4 years old on up would be. Like it's not good if we know that YouTube, TikTok, many of the companies and places where I'm even live streaming this information are designed to create an algorithmic system that allows people to just stay constantly focused, or to diminish their attention span such that they can just continue to remain entertained and get little dopaminergic and serotonin surges by fucking flipping through things on those platforms endlessly, such that they don't even give a shit about their surroundings, or get very agitated at holiday events, weddings, or I've ranted and yapped about this multiple times before, since I've not just seen this with strangers, as I did last night, but with family and friends and people who, given my grandpa core age bracket, I know many people who have started having children and who've started making excuses about how easy it is to calm their kids down by putting a screen in front of their face, whether or not like we really truly know the potential negative, both behavioral and just general mental health impacts of what that will do for some of those people, or some of those children, as they age and try to develop better neural connections that might increase their ability to socialize with people in the fucking real world. Especially since at many of the ages, especially for the children I saw last night, they're at peak neuroplasticity. That is the time in which they should be able to form lots of neural connections by soaking up information about their natural and social surroundings and not staring at fucking random YouTube videos for hours during the middle of arguably one of the largest social gatherings you can experience, at least in North America. Not the grandpa core age bracket. I mean, again, to be fucking clear here, still in my 30s, not too far off, even from a large number of people who I met at TwitchCon. And even when we were looking at FaZe Clan, like, younger than and still pretty close to even the fucking mean for people who are in competitive sports teams. We had a whole argument about this that's devolved into me getting cussed out while live from somebody who I've also known in real life for more than 2 decades. But my age bracket is not actually that high, especially when you look at voter information. I think I'm in the age bracket that's still, you've got like the fucking 18 to 25 year olds or the 18 to 29 year olds. And you have like the 29 to like, 35 or 39 year olds. And then you have like the, 40 to 65, where it starts going up significantly from there. I think the age bracket I'm still in tends to overlap significantly, even with people who are still either in school or in graduate school, or even when talking about people streaming on Twitch and playing, especially like games competitively. I don't think I'm outside that age bracket. You can call me Grandpa Core all you want, and I do embrace it wholeheartedly. Aging is great, beats the alternative. Yeah, but I mean, it does worry me, and I don't have a problem being Grandpa Core, even if I'm not a grandparent or even a parent. And again, I understand by not being a parent, I shouldn't be as judgmental, since I do understand, even from cousins, friends, family, and even strangers like I met yesterday, it certainly is easier to calm a child by putting a screen in front of their face, but I truly don't think we really understand the potential societal impact that having a bunch of fucking children, toddlers, and teens growing up and getting literal like anxiety and rage from being separated from a screen, like what that will happen, and like what will happen based on that, and what will happen like because of that type of anxiety. Like, I am not trying to say I don't get anxious if my phone completely dies, especially if I'm in a situation or an area where I might need to like fucking Uber home, like I was in last night, or like if I'm in a situation where even if my phone dies, like it would make me anxious to a certain degree overall. But do I think I can function without it, or does it still trouble me if I see like 4 or 6 or even 14 or 16-year-olds like losing their fucking shit if they no longer have like constant and perpetually available internet access? Yes, that worries the fuck out of me. Because I also think as even I learn how to multi-stream and live stream on platforms like TikTok, I do not have TikTok installed on my phone. Does that make me a grandpa? I don't think so. Especially as they also get fucking sued for not disclosing what they do with our data. In my mind, you are very old, which is okay. I don't mind that, Caitlin. But also having met many people in your age bracket, or people, I would say, fairly close to me, like especially when we're talking about breaking down demographics, I'd say even if I had a slightly different life experience growing up when the internet was new, I definitely still had friends, even in like high school and, those who had cell phones. And as I entered college, who, not only had iPhones and constant access to the internet, but where it wasn't as rampant, especially for like the 16 and under bracket, or especially like the 6 and under bracket, which is stuff I'm starting to see more and more of. So as much of Grandpa Core as I might be, I think I'm really less than a decade separated from many people who that shift is starting to become significantly more widened, or like where the bias towards always online in front of a screen, doom scrolling, even from like teenage years and up, is something that's seen as less problematic. And I'm not afraid to talk about some of this, or I know I get judged, or even as I was kind of talking about with people where I said I wouldn't say this directly to, even the kind of pseudo strangers who I ended up getting to know a little bit of. Like, I didn't say any of that shit to their faces, but I have had arguments with friends and family and other people about some of this stuff, or I've even talked about some of this on stream before, because despite learning how to set up, 8 cameras and RTMP feeds and feed all that information into servers and things that we host, and build all of those things myself, like, I feel like I've learned a lot through that process, and even learned a lot about the platforms that I am engaging with, rather than just like wanting to watch a bunch of 12-second videos endlessly and pretend like I learned anything from them, or also feel like my attention span is so low that I can't sit through and actually like be disengaged or disconnected from some of those things for long periods of time. I mean, that's part of why I also love camping and try to go camping at least once a quarter or a few times per year. And the more I feel like I even talk to parents and people my age about some of those things, some of their biggest concerns, especially if they have kids, is like, well, we got to find a place that has Wi-Fi. Fuck out of here. Half the reason I go camping is because I don't want to have Wi-Fi. I'd like it if I had no cell service whatsoever. I literally own actual walkie-talkies that I will take, especially if I'm going with groups of people, but where on dozens of occasions I've also gone out solo. Yes, I did like notify and let other people know of where I was going, but the whole point is to disconnect, not to find some place that has like good wireless access points so that your kids don't lose their fucking minds even when out in nature. There's definitely a difference between people who use the internet technology to benefit them and people who rely on it. Well, you could argue there is a Venn diagram of overlap. Like, I obviously rely on it in order to use it to benefit from it. But yeah, that's part of what I'm saying, is I see a large portion of people who also just don't even care to learn about the technology behind what they're reliant on. And that terrifies me, especially since, like, I'm so good at typing. But that's part of my issue. And without getting on a soapbox or grandstanding too much here, is even when we were talking about the misinformed nature of those who voted in the last election, or looked at some of the figures, which we went through even from direct exit polls, and we're diving into a lot of these details, like, it is extremely concerning when you look at Marist polls and other things that show straight up a large number of people who just get a large portion of their news and information from social media or Facebook. Wait, are you still playing? Oh, I am. Yes. We're rambling and ranting, especially since we're in a cutscene right now. Miss Maddie May.
Hey, kid.
Welcome in. We haven't left the game, nor have we left our cat, who is also still right next to us. This is a live camera update, not just a still image. But in terms of talking about some of these things, cat percent complete. Yeah, any percent, like, how much can I avoid fucking ranting, rambling, and not getting distracted also by my cat? Straight up. But as for what I was talking about before, I don't think there should be as large of a divide, as Caitlin mentioned, between those who use the internet and who pretend like they can't learn a lot of the things that they don't know from just using the fucking internet. Like, that's... You can get on your soapbox, just be careful you don't break a hip when getting down. Listen, y'all want another... You want another feet reveal? You want to see me put my legs behind my head? I'm not gonna break a fucking hip or tear an MCL or an ACL. Y'all wanna see me like do little handstands and like stretch, touch my feet while standing on a fucking computer chair? People act like that shit's hard to do while they're not live and not standing on a fucking swiveling, pivoting, movable computer chair. But it's easy. Easy. Especially if you do it every morning. And hold your feet out so that you not only can touch your toes, but watch this. Full extension. Look at that. We can grab the bottom of our feet. Free feet. And we're 6 feet fucking tall. Just to prove we're holding, not just touching our toes, but full leg extension, grabbing the middle of our feet. We're all doing that now, by the way. Imagine he broke a hip while trying to show off. If I did fly out of my computer chair, or I'd be more worried about like busting my face on my desk, because there's a lot of nice shit on my desk. But my hips don't ache. My back doesn't hurt. When I go camping, I do have a tiny little roll-upable climate sleeping mat, but I don't have like a cot or a fucking air mattress, or I sleep on the goddamn ground or in a hammock. That's part of the fun. Again, knowing people even a decade younger than me, or if we're talking about age brackets and shit again, knowing a large number of people who bitch about that kind of stuff, and where it's like, oh, even if I don't want to seem judgmental or asking about exercise, like, do you stretch? People will look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Like, what is this, PE class? No, motherfucker, but like, there's a reason you were taught this in fucking PE class. And being able to touch your toes, even if you're like obese, is something you can do. Now, if you're like morbidly obese, sure. If you can't see your toes, you not only have other problems and are like, you know, probably at heightened risk for type 2 diabetes and all kinds of other heart risks and things like that. But if you're not, and you act like being able to touch your toes, or like put both of your arms behind your head, maybe putting your fucking legs behind your head isn't something everybody can do. I totally get that. I totally understand that. A lot of it does come down to genetics, but even like putting your hands behind your back and like being able to get yourself out of handcuffs, or like doing that practice where you like clasp your hands, have to fold your legs through them and stuff. It shouldn't be hard, even for people in their 40s or 50s. But people act like it's some kind of weird shit, that like you're some kind of psychopath because you continued doing the shit you were taught in like fucking 7th grade. It's not on my face. I'm worried about it. It's my desk. It's not my face I'm worried about. I'm worried about my face coming into contact with my desk and it causing problems for both things. Actually, by the way, I really like that stretch. I'm gonna have to integrate that. It does feel good. Or don't do it on your computer chair, which, again, this is a rolling computer chair, just to show people I'm not like just pretending. This is the chair we were just standing on. It's a roller. And like touching our fucking toes while standing on top of. But if you have decent balance, or if you still know how to do the stuff you learned in like fucking grade school, it's not that hard. I have arthritis in my spine. Does that make me cram all core? Well, but same thing. So, not to get on a soapbox here, especially since I'm not arthritic, but some of the best things to help with arthritis, in addition to eating healthily, is making sure you can still stretch, maintaining flexibility, building up the muscles. Same thing with like knee pain and joint pain. Like, there is no way to add cartilage back to your knees or to many of your joints. We don't have that technology as of yet without doing replacements. But one of the best things to do to help alleviate even knee pain, especially knowing multiple individuals who've had to have knee surgery, the general recommendation is that even if it's underwater or if you're doing pool exercises and stuff, is to build up the muscle around the knee, to do stretches, to do exercises or weightlifting that builds up the muscle around those joints, to then strengthen the support you can have around the joints themselves. Like, it's not fucking rocket science here. So even if you're pre-arthritic or arthritic, the best thing you can do is to actually fucking exercise and stretch. And again, where it blows my mind to meet people like 25 or even closer to 30 who were like talking about their fucking back and their hips and their fucking joints and stuff. Or like even who say like, I can't go camping because like I can't fucking sleep in a tent and stuff. It's like, what the fuck? Like what? I'm pretty sure in our evolutionary history as humans, we not only didn't have tents, we didn't have fucking Tempur-Pedic beds with adjustable lumbar supports for hundreds of thousands of years. If you're telling me you literally can't touch your toes or like do any stretching or get comfortable enough to where you can sleep on even a padded mattress inside of a fucking down comforter or like down fucking sleeping bag, I don't know. It's amazing that your genes have survived this far. I do plenty of other stretches, but that one specifically, I would have made fun of you if you hurt yourself doing that. I mean, you could have made fun of me, totally. And doing this kind of stuff is not recommended. My regular routine does not involve standing on a computer chair and stretching. Also definitely did it in my computer chair. Well, there's that. There were no other instructions to prevent me from doing things like burning my hand on the stove. Well, don't touch hot things either. More time you spend per day sitting on the chair, the younger it'll arrive. Well, that's just it too. Like you'll even see me doing shit like this, which you can't like really fully see. Here, fuck it. The cat's gone anyways. But you'll even see me doing this, which is not good, and where the arms of my computer chair could very easily break. But like even when I am sitting cross-legged, or like I will lift myself up, or I will occasionally get up, or like when I'm repositioning myself, I'm even, as I'm sitting right now, in my mid-30s, like stretching while I'm streaming. I lost the genetic lottery for spinal columns. Stretching is important to help. I'm more of a J.W. Marriott kind of guy. They do have great beds. I can't argue there. But like I got into an argument even about this with a person when talking about going camping and stuff recently, where it's sad to see people even nearly a decade younger than me, or going back to the Grandpa Core comment, and Kit, not to make you feel bad, but where I might seem old, especially to some people in chat, but I don't feel old. And I don't think it's magic. It's not just genetics either, especially like, again, Kit, not to make you feel bad about like the genetic lottery portion, but eating peanut butter protein oatmeal every morning and stretching and like doing sit-ups and push-ups and exercising, or even if it's not full exercise, but like just basic fucking stretches and having a fairly regulated diet goes a long fucking way. Like a super long way. And to have close friends, even younger than me, that don't want to go like camping and stuff because they say they like couldn't comfortably sleep in a tent is fucking wild. Especially still in their like 30s and stuff. Or going back to the earlier comment too, where this all spun out and started from, to also know people who have children who can't be separated from a screen, or who I don't think those children are watching good life tip, good exercise tip, or, you know, back to the earlier part of this commentary, I think it's dangerous to see a large number of people, even in like the 4 to 14 range, literally get separation anxiety if they don't have like a fucking iPad and computer or like phone in front of them at all times, will only make these problems we're talking about significantly worse. Can't remember who is older, you or I. I think we're pretty close spectrum. But if you're even a day older than me, yes, you're old. Very old. I don't want to go camping because I live in Florida. Yeah, I mean, swamp camping, gators, some of that can be scary itself. But even in Florida, well, anyways, there's definitely beach camping. If you go up to like Destin, or I understand Florida's a big state like California and it can be different. But I've camped even, or you can even go to like Gulf Shores or like Alabama, which borders Florida. Like there's plenty of places, beautiful places to go camping. But I don't mind being called old, even if relative, again, to a large number of people on competitive esports teams or people I met at TwitchCon, or people I've even met in theater groups and other groups where I've been able to connect with large numbers of people through Twitch. Like, I'd say I'm closer to the median, if not lower end of that range. But what's concerning to me is how many of some of those people act like eating oatmeal every day or stretching is like some kind of fucking crazy thing or some kind of like foreign concept. The mosquitoes at the other end of the mosquitoes. Well, so even like one of my hammocks is a Deuter. It's a hammock that has like it has a fly. It's called like a rain fly, but it's actually like the same kind of thing as like a tent, like the inside thing of a tent. So you can both block rain and bugs. And those aren't that expensive, but tents, again, like you shouldn't be getting fucking mosquitoes inside your tent unless you don't know how to fucking put up a tent. Unless you have like a giant hole in your fucking tent. Unless you camp inside of Disney World, where there are miraculously no mosquitoes. Disney magic. Yeah. But LeBron's still balling while playing with his kid. Well, LeBron's also an outlier, and obviously, like, you know, again, I'm not trying to put myself on a fucking pedestal here, but KC Chiefs, you have multiple people also know, like, I don't think it's even as much of a genetic lottery kind of thing as much as it is, like, what do you do every day that might be able to make either a positive or negative impact on the things that you especially might have a genetic predilection or predisposal towards? If every day you don't stretch or you don't, you know, eat even regularly normal things, it's not going to get better for you. And that's not fucking rocket science. If you stop stretching, your joints are going to hurt. If you stop moving or stop being able to touch your toes or like stop, you know, just regularly, as a person who spends 12 plus hours a day sitting in front of a computer, if you don't spend at least a significant portion outside of that, not sitting stationary or not stretching, or even if you do want to splurge or occasionally have a beer or a handful of beers or a lot of alcoholic drinks and things, which also dehydrate you, like if you don't spend some of that other time like eating semi-healthily and stretching, it's not going to get better for you. And it doesn't take a fucking, you know, doctorate or nutritional science degree to figure that out. My spine curves the wrong way in two places. Disc degenerate, stenosis, and spina bifida. Ooh, wow. If I don't stretch, I don't move. Well, that's what I mean, too. And again, wasn't trying to make you feel bad at all, Kit, or you KC Chiefs, or anybody else, you know, feel bad about anything. But when, again, I'm having these conversations, even with people in their mid-20s, and a decade younger than me, it's strange to hear people who are like, you know, not even close to 30 acting like they're fucking geriatric or like camping or doing basic things will cause them like physical pain. And then, again, with where this whole conversation started, it's also not a shocker to see their children, who might be a decade or more younger than them, glued to a fucking screen and having no interest in not only going outside, but doing anything that might involve any kind of, like, strenuous physical activity. And where my bigger concern isn't for the other mid-30s or mid-20s people, but for the people who are 6 or 16, if they're especially being raised by people who are even 26 or 36 who act like getting off the fucking couch and touching their toes or going outside or sleeping in a fucking sleeping bag is somehow already some huge issue for them. Like, that's what fucking blows my mind. Spina bifida, no one found out. I was in my nearly 30 because it typically occurs near the bottom of the spine. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of that and like scoliosis kind of stuff. And I mean, I get that a lot of that is genetic. So when I say, you know, you can combat a lot of the genetics with stretching and stuff. Yeah. I also don't know how to put up a tent. I guess I just realized I'm really good at bonfire though. Well, Spectrum, the tent part's super easy. In fact, one of the tents that I have, one of the largest tents I have, is like a Coleman easy pop-up 6-person tent, and you can literally put it up as a single person in like less than 3 minutes. Like that's its advertisement, and it does actually truly work that way. My favorite tent is significantly harder to put up, but where even if you're alone, using tent stakes and like if you have a tiny hammer, you're fucking golden. It's not that. It's better if you have 2 people. Coleman Timber traded it for a camera, I think. Well, I will say some of my favorite experiences have been camping and sleeping, or even like waking up and staring outside of a tent at beautiful footage, or like even since I started streaming. See if I can just scroll up to this. Sorry for all of the tangents for anybody who wanted to see me play the Dark Pictures anthology games. But even since I started streaming, or even like May of this year, where are my pictures? Yeah, like this is the view outside of my tent from earlier this year, staring at fucking mountains and like set up right next to wetlands. It obviously rained and got a little bit wetter than I would have liked. Like this is right outside of where my tent was. And just walking over to here is where this next picture is. But like this shit is fucking, it's magical. I don't know. I feel like it does something for you. And for anybody who's actually curious about how close I really was, this is my tent. This is that same tie that's in this photo right here. So when I say this was the view outside my tent, I literally unzipped my tent. The door is facing that way. Door is facing towards the mountains. So when I opened my tent, this is literally what I saw. And then I walked 12 feet, maybe 20 feet outside of my tent, and this is what I saw. It's good for the soul. Did I have to worry about ticks there? Yeah. I mean, you have to worry about ticks pretty much everywhere, especially in like wetter, like marshy kind of environments. But I mean, there's like ducks and shit. I don't know. I wasn't too worried about them. What I was more worried about, especially when you go up into like Sequoias and Kings Canyon and stuff, are like bears. Like I use a literal bear vault. It's right fucking here. Can I access it? Will my headphone cable reach this far? I'm more worried about bears. A, because bears have been trained to become, more interested in people food and shit, especially since, like, in many of those areas. Oh, you can barely see the cat. Like, they're common, but this is one of the very hard to open bear vaults, or, like, what's in this is a bunch of dry food that I literally put inside of a Deuter 50 plus 10 liter, like 60 liter hiking pack, which I've also shown off on stream multiple times, and take fucking hiking. But, like, I will put all of my food, especially if I'm bringing, like, eggs, bacon, like, anything that might be, like, super smelly and not just even dry foods, and put that in here. Because I'm more worried about, like, fuck ticks, fuck mosquitoes, fuck spiders, like, big fan of Spider Bros. If you get a tick, remove it. Use tweezers or burnt match, like that kind of stuff. Like, ticks suck. Lyme disease, potentially sucks. I've never seen or heard of anybody who's actually gotten that. I do understand that it's a very, very small, tiny risk, but I've had ticks. Removing ticks isn't hard. Escaping from a fucking bear attack is a much bigger concern, especially in, like, Northern California or in a lot of other people. I have a few people in my life who've got Lymes. Holy shit. Well, maybe I've just been lucky, but I also used to camp in, like, fucking Missouri and lots of places that have even higher propensity for ticks, or where Lyme disease and some of those things are even more common than they are in, like, California. But I've never actually known anyone to get those things myself. And I have had actually a handful of ticks myself too, but as long as you get the head removed, it's usually not a concern. And even on that side, very, very low risk, especially if you've had, like, immunizations to get that. Spent a few summers living in an arboretum, so my stats are skewed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're that much skewed towards, like, a person who's gone camping, like, multiple times per year for, like, the last 2 decades. I've had a handful of ticks and known a lot of other people who freaked out about some of them. I've had leeches too. Leeches were some of the weirder and less fun experiences that I've had, especially compared to ticks. But, like, you also have a lower risk of getting any kind of, like, actual disease from them. But my bigger fear, again, is, like, bears, mountain lions, fucking you know, things that'll eat your face, not that'll like bite your balls or like bite your leg. But anyways, this is like just a few months ago. And this is also one of the larger tents that I have. I do have a one person and also the hammock thing I talked about that has like the little zip up stuff on the hammock. But that like bear vault and the backpack I've shown off on multiple streams are all I take. I don't take like a full car worth of stuff. I don't pack like, you know, I don't need to have my air mattress and my like Bluetooth speakers and like my fucking, like I'll see people bring like whole crates of shit and like full ass grills and stuff. And it blows my mind. Like I get that some people want to camp comfortably and stuff, but it's like at that point, it's not only glamping, but like why are you in some of these places where the goal and even the campsite itself is like overgrown and the goal is to just be in nature without, you know, needing to have all of this stuff that would bring you comfort in your home. Florida is so flat, I forget what they look like after a while. What, the mountains? Oh, yeah. Well, this was also in the morning. Like, obviously, this was the view as I woke up looking out of the tent. And, like, this shit's fucking beautiful. Like, I took these with my shitty old iPhone. I didn't use, like, a nice camera or anything for this. Waking up to the sound of ducks. And obviously, this is also still, like, a curated campground. So I wouldn't even consider this, like, the more difficult kind of hike-in wilderness areas and places that we have, or that I have camped and gone with a bunch of other people. But like the hike-in stuff is even more fun, especially here in the Angeles Forest, which is only like an hour and a half from where I am right now. But that stuff requires you to not take a lot of extra shit because you can really only take whatever you can hike in with, and you don't want to take a lot of extra shit, especially if you need to leave in a hurry or exit quickly. But anyways, I'm ranting, I'm rambling, but this is also why I stretch regularly and why I care a lot about maintaining flexibility and not just to, you know, point and laugh or haha or make other people feel bad if they say they can't go on the same kind of camping trip because their back or their, you know, hips or their fucking side or whatever hurts. Because I do understand, and again, to like Kit or other people's points, like there are genetic components to that. There are obviously all kinds of other components to that, and I'm not trying to be ableist in any way, but I do think, especially knowing a large number of people, or again, as this conversation started in terms of talking about even people while at a wedding who put an iPad in front of like a 6-year-old's face because it's easier to make them complacent that way rather than to try to teach them to absorb their surroundings without having a fucking YouTube video in front of them every second of every day. Like, I am concerned with how many people my age, a decade or even 2 decades younger than me, act like going somewhere like this where you don't have Wi-Fi and where you might need to sleep on the ground is like some kind of just completely absurd, obscene concept that like they couldn't do for even just a couple of fucking days. That shit is, I think, extremely dangerous to our development. And yeah, I don't want to grandstand too much about it, but it terrifies me to see people decades younger than me acting like this is some kind of absurd concept that, you know, what are you, a caveman? No. No! It's good for your body and your brain. Staring at an iPad all day, every day is definitely not. We have started the game. We returned to the game. The cat is not very well on camera. You can kind of see his outline. Oh, the game is loud, yeah. You're telling me I have in-ear monitors right now. It's also a scary game.
It pains me to say these words, but your punishment today will protect us all. Keep our town safe.
Can you spare him? I beg you.
This is hard for you, child. But one day you will
fuck.
understand, and you will thank me.
Go from this place, Mary. Your pleas cannot reach him. My fate is not a memory you should carry.
Who will be my keeper if you are gone?
Judge Wyman has instructed Abraham.
Fully audible
He
at
will be your
20%
keeper.
Twitch volume, and I can't
A decision
really hear
not
you over
all
it.
are in
You should be able to hear me over it.
Every man will face his day of judgment.
I got scared out yesterday,
Yours is
man.
Today.
No! No!
Look, child, see who you would have me spare. See he is no longer of this earth. Only the damned and the devil can resist in this way.
But the cutscenes are a lot louder than the actual gameplay. Fuck. Like, especially when a large portion of the game is at this volume. I don't have a live mixer. Had it at 80% originally to hear
right
you
here.
fully. So imagine how much
was
imagine
holding
how much louder it is for me again with in-ear monitors. The game my friend surprised me with yesterday was a horror game. What game was it?
It was right there. Nothing I could do.
Go Goat? Welcome to the club.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I know how much it messed me up.
Fucking witch trials! What's wrong with these people? They killed that guy for no reason.
I'm sorry,
Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion? Ooh, I don't know what that is.
Now we know the pattern. Angela was killed after seeing her double executed. Taylor had a narrow escape from that thing.
Angela wasn't actually killed though, right?
You see your double get it? And you're next.
Fuck, is Angela already dead?
That's real reassuring. Thanks for sharing.
I thought Angela met
Isn't
back
it
up with
better
us.
to know what's gonna happen to you?
It's not supposed to be that scary, but ooh boy. They don't know that yet.
That's what's been after us!
We can't let it trap us up here.
Fuck, I don't even remember the decisions I made here. I'm pretty sure Angela's not dead though, right? If so, that'll make me very
What do
sad.
we do now with that thing outside?
Quiet.
But I want to save John and Taylor at the very least.
It's out there. Listen.
It's out there for now. What if it decides to come in after us?
Maybe we're okay if we stay inside the church.
Because...
Because it's holy ground. A church? Maybe it can't come in.
Really? It's a fucking vampire now?
I'm just saying, this is a solid building.
He's right. We're safer in here. We're staying put.
Fuck.
I guess staying makes some kind of sense, right? You think that's our best move?
We are staying in here. No choice.
Okay, maybe you got a point. Perhaps the thing will get bored and take off.
We have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, I feel like when it's not in full, like, peak scary music in the background mode, this is actually a good volume. And I do have my desktop already at, like, negative 2.5 decibels, and even my voice at negative 1 decibel, which also just helps avoid peaking. But rather than having to constantly fuck with it on the fly, I feel like this is a good volume.
Sounds like more than one. Fucking great.
Just listen up.
I did not see that before either. What the fuck is happening here? Can she only...
Fuck me!
Let's go!
I'm out of
the
here!
back, quickly!
Oh yeah, this is where everybody started dying. Fuck! God damn it. Okay.
Get out of sight! Hide!
I failed the heartbeat thing. God damn it. He gets stabbed in the face. Which is what we have to avoid. Oh my god. Confront, 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 confront.
Move, Daniel! Where are you? Taylor, come on! Talk to us!
We gotta do something now.
Hold on! We need to be calm. Fuck calm! Taylor's in trouble!
Actually. Oh, the ad break's already over. Okay. I was gonna say. I should probably go try and update the cat cam. But if the ad's already over. He's not. He's like kind of off stream. How does it look like this? I can go update the cat cam. Let's go put Jackson a little bit better on camera. That wasn't too difficult. He's so cute. Okay. All right. This is where shit's gonna get wild. But, I mean, we already actually passed, I feel like, more QTEs than before. Which is good. Yep.
Daniel! Taylor.
Is that you? I can't see shit. Is that you? I'm over here.
Taylor!
Well, I happened to see you guys. Thought I'd lost you. We're still in big trouble here.
I need a
Wait, I thought Taylor died, or maybe she died after this.
We gotta keep moving. Can't stop.
No, wait. He needs a break.
Forget it. Those things are coming after us, not you. We can't hang around.
None of us is safe. Not tonight. All right. What's our next move? I'm not sure. We should rest here for a while.
Falling asleep, Chef?
You asleep? That's impressive.
I wish. No way I could get any shut-eye after what went down tonight. Would love to, though. I'm beat. Any ideas how we're getting out of here?
The fog has us surrounded. There's no way through.
We can't just do nothing.
We need to figure out where the fog
Hello,
is coming
Uncle.
from. I think the kid,
Welcome in.
Mary, is the key to finding a way through it.
Getting to Mary, stopping her might help, sure, okay, but what about the other kid? The one that keeps running from us?
Mary and her are connected somehow, I'm sure of it. Maybe the other girl is trying to lead us somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe to a place we can stop all this.
Everything feels out of control. I don't think there's anything we can do at this point.
Mary's the key to everything that's happened. The trials, the executions.
Sure, but how are we supposed to stop her? Not even sure she's real.
Too late for us to do anything now. We've had it. This is over.
We have to try. We owe it to the others.
I don't know if
and
these are the right
ourselves.
voice options either.
Mary's the key to this. I'm certain of it.
Trying to choose the
It's
same
not that
stuff I had
simple.
before, but just like not
Like you
fucking
said,
up the
she's just a
QTEs.
kid. We can't...
Listen to me. We see her again. We do whatever is necessary.
What's that? Shh.
Hell no, that thing is back to finish me off.
Oh fuck! This is where
Get
Taylor
down.
dies.
Take cover.
It's heading straight for us.
Oh no! This is Angela. Right? Yes.
Angela!
Easy, Tiger. I'm a little tender.
I thought you were gone. How in the hell did you find us?
We thought... You know.
Your sewer
We're all
shit.
glad you made it.
Stop it.
And you
You're gonna
died.
make me blush. But thank you.
No one messes with you.
For sure. You are one tough lady.
So the whole crew is back together. You rounded everyone up. Good job.
Not quite. They found us. Right now, our priority is getting you safe. Let's go. We've come across more of those things since you left us.
The thing that chased after me was horrendous. Now you're telling me there's more of them? What in God's name are they?
You okay without your glasses?
I most certainly am. There is plenty here I don't want to see.
You lost your glasses, but not your sense of humor. Good.
You hear that?
I heard it. Sounded close, too.
Just gotta keep moving.
Okay. So this is where we were before, with everybody still alive.
Let me help you down.
Okay. I'm gonna do a manual save really quick here, because that's what I was actually looking to do earlier. Since it doesn't let you actually save, I'm just creating a fixed save point. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference or matter.
Will you?
But just in case I fuck it all up again.
Andrew, wait!
We now have... Actually, let me make sure. Yeah, I do have a fixed save point now.
Professor? Angela, you there? Daniel? Taylor?
Guys!
So many random QTEs.
Where the hell are you?
Really forces you to pay close attention.
Get it fucking off me!
And that count! No, she's gonna burn! Fuck. Oh, she didn't burn. And he didn't get stabbed in the eyeball.
How we got out of there in one piece, I'll never know.
Hold the celebrations. We're still cornered in Shithole Central.
And the fucking mutants are still out there. We gotta keep moving.
It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Not by angels or by demons. Heaven or hell. Perhaps you've started to realize something. Everything
It's
and
not as it
everyone
seems.
may not be quite what they appear to be. 3 executions, 3 tormented beings, and not a soul lost. You're doing very well. Keep it up. Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
Hell fucking yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. We also haven't had any freezing with the TikTok shit. The TikTok stuff seems to be working pretty well right now. Well, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously.
This may sound crazy, but what if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
I was only hunted after my double was killed.
Yeah, we also don't necessarily have that luxury. Because most of the doubles are already dead.
Is anything here not falling up?
Ooh. I can't update my manual save. Since we just, did at least save one. Well, they're probably going to have another QTE trial soon. Mary Milton.
Mary's grave. There's nothing about how or why she died.
Religious superstition.
Fireflies. That's what's causing the glow. Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think?
Kind of weird looking.
Minus all the creepy nonsense.
She's deceived me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death.
Ooh, I wonder if we can change this part.
I am torn. Mary seems full of
Keep
remorse.
your suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen, I will speak. I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only the devil could create a demon who so resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird.
What do you want from me?
I want to know what you're gonna say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the court. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil
Talk
has
shit
sent
on the
you
priest.
to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
The priest is the victim.
Putting it
The
all
villain.
on a kid isn't right.
Not
The
the victim.
priest is the one driving this whole thing.
That's way off. We gotta stop the kid. No other way to do this.
Reverend
you,
Carver
Daniel.
is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
Fuck.
Bad move there, man. Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
I hope not.
I hope you're wrong. For all our sakes.
What happened? You get a chance to confront Mary?
No. We never even saw her.
Fuck.
Buck is right.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham.
Okay. Let's put the cat in full view here. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Boom. Can even have add some background music here. I think I have that hotkeyed now. Does that work? Is that working? Sounds like it's working. Yep, it's working. Fuck yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Less than a couple minutes. Just gonna go pee. BRB. Well, I'm back, but it does seem like one of the monitors disconnected from the cable. There we go. The controller cable was wrapped around it. Drug it to the ground. Or drug the full thing to the ground without it connected again. Easy fix. Assuming it all stays back together. Oops. Camera's a little tilted, but it's okay. Boom.
Thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you doing?
of years ago.
Hello, Anna.
Not great.
Welcome in.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that. Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
Seeing yourself get stabbed in the face.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin, a holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises.
Aww.
We'll see.
We need to get moving.
Fuck this place and this stupid ass crash that got us here.
No!
Taylor? Where are you? Taylor! Taylor, I'm coming!
Oh no, that's a deer, not Taylor! Fuck.
Shit! Stupid fucking deer!
No! God, they really want to kill fucking Taylor.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go!
Help me! Don't let go!
I'm not letting go!
God damn it. No! I refuse. I refuse this shit. I refuse it. God, they really want to kill fucking Taylor, don't they? I don't know if this is gonna make any difference. Fuck. It's like right now. All right, it is gonna let me redo it.
We met up with Andrew's double. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing
You can be
glimpses of
my
what happened
paladin,
How you doing?
baby.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I
Or
can.
Crusader might be
One
more
thing I
apt.
didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that. Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
Like, I'm nailing all of the regular
We could have
QTEs,
used one
but
of
the ones
those,
where you have to, like, button mash
What do you call it? A paladin. A
are
holy
fucking
warrior.
hard on lethal mode.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
Super fucking hard.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
You get, like, 0.5 seconds
need
to
to
hit
get
the
moving.
button, like, 12 times.
Fuck this place and the stupid ass crash that got us here.
Taylor? Where are you? Taylor!
Also, how did they get so far away so fast? That doesn't make any fucking sense. This fucking fog nonsense is ridiculous.
Taylor! That you?
This also literally changed nothing.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Help me! Don't let go!
I'm not letting go.
That's just it? That's just it? Like, you have to kick it in, like, the fucking balls or something? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this! This game on lethal is fucking brutal. We would have had this exact same scene earlier, too. And we don't even get the, like, same options to save her.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham.
I don't want to hear this anymore.
He was thinking about
Why is there not, like, a
testifying against
skip
Mary,
cutscene option?
but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you doing?
of years ago.
Not great.
Like, apparently hitting that button mash QTE doesn't fucking matter if you don't get the
One thing I
kickoff,
didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that.
which you also only have,
Never
like,
happens to me.
0.25 seconds to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from
Maybe you have to kick
witches
the
and
arm?
ghosts.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin. A holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
We can
There's
do
a
this.
lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
Or, like, same thing with even the deer thing.
We need to get moving.
Following the sounds didn't make any difference. It just cut down
Fuck this place and the stupid ass crash that got us here.
the amount of QTE you have to do. Even though they don't seem to make a difference. Alright, got that one. Got that one. Doesn't seem to matter. She's Still gonna get drug off into the fucking nothingness.
Taylor?
Follow sounds.
Where are you? Taylor! Taylor!
What if I have him say, like, just let me go? Let's try it. Fuck it.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Get out of here.
Leave me. Get out of here with the others.
Hold on to me.
So I'm gonna have to kick it. Where do I kick? I aimed at the arm instead of the fucking face, and it does nothing. Where am I supposed to fucking aim? Oh my god. Like... Little Hope, Taylor, where to aim? I'm not watching a fucking thing. Stupid because the aiming QTEs are harder unless you've played the game. Yeah, I don't disagree. Like, the fact that it doesn't even give you like a QTE spot or like tiny circle. Yeah, one character died. I don't know why. Dumbest target sections. Oh, apparently it didn't used to be this way. They added an update which got rid of a fucking crosshair. Oh my god. Well, we still have the crosshair. Just finished Little Hope. Found the aiming to be a little difficult. When Taylor's attacked and you have to bite the tongue. Wait, what? Bite the tongue. Taylor died because I didn't know where to kick in low point, but fear not. If I'm not mistaken, there's an option that puts a target around the area you have to hit. Yeah, probably not in fucking lethal mode. This is dumb.
We met up with Andrew's double.
Welcome in,
Abraham.
William.
He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you doing?
of years ago.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that. Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin, a holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know.
Ooh, actually, is it like a setting? Oh, you can straight up just disable the fucking combat timer. Interesting. That seems way too cheaty.
I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
That is not how I want to beat this.
We need to get
Also,
moving.
what would be the point of playing it on fucking lethal if you could just disable the fucking timer?
This place and the stupid ass crash that got us here.
Where do we kick it though? If it's not in the face and it's not in the arm. If this is burnt Taylor, it doesn't have a dick. I'm not exactly sure what I am supposed to kick.
That you? Hold on to me.
I wish I could save
Whatever
like
happens,
right
do
here.
not let go.
Get out of here. Let me figure out where to kick.
Leave me! Get out of here with the others!
Hold on to me.
That was in the face. It was red. Is it possible to do this? I get why a lot of people are bitching about this on Reddit. I'm about to join the fucking crew. It turned red that time. It turned red that time. It turned red that time. I can't move faster than that. Oh my god. This is ridiculous.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds of years ago.
If this
Not
same
great.
shit
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take.
happens later too.
One thing I didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that.
I agree with the comment where it's
Never
like you
happens
clearly
to me.
have to have played this in order
Yeah,
to
I
figure
hear
out
that. Learned a few things about
the
myself
save
tonight.
process.
Shame it had to be from
It does not seem
witches and
intuitive.
ghosts.
Be my paladin.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin, a holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
We need to get moving.
There's a ghost behind you.
Fuck this place and the stupid ass crash that got us here.
Taylor? Where are you? Taylor! Taylor! That you?
Leave me alone!
Hold on to me!
Leave me alone!
Whatever happens, do not let go!
Leave me! Get out of here with the others!
Hold on to me!
I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, okay. Like, the aiming is fucked. Fuck it, let's just do it from here. Just the same exact thing, like. Little hope. Taylor, aim, not die. Why did Taylor die? Issue is the crosshair doesn't light up red in that part. Got past it by spamming R2 around the tongue. Thanks. Daniel died because the stupid QuickTime crosshair thing again. What? Camera angle makes it obvious. We hit the face last time and we still died. Okay. This is the last time I'm trying this. We didn't even get It didn't even let me get all the way over to the face this time, though. We failed before we even got there. Maybe I need to turn up mouse sensitivity? Or, like, controller sensitivity? We could try that, actually. Maybe it's a sensitivity problem? Controls? Camera sensitivity is at 100. Let's turn this up. I don't know if that's the actual problem, but I swear to God,
Abraham.
getting it to the
He was
face does
thinking
not
about
seem
testifying
doable
against Mary.
before it fucks us.
But good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you doing?
of years ago.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that. Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight.
The shittiest part is
Shame it
she
had to be
also
from
died this
witches
exact
and
same way,
ghosts.
like in the previous chapter. So the fact that like they
We
just
could have
keep
used one of
coming
those,
after her with the same death animation
call
does not
it?
seem to be the same for any of
A
the other people.
paladin. A holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
We need to get moving.
Fuck this place and the stupid ass crash that got us here.
Like he's right behind her right now. Oh, thank you, Noel. How does she get so far away so fast?
Taylor? Where are you?
Well, she's literally right in front of him right before this.
Taylor!
Alright, so I have to kick in the face immediately.
That you?
I guess. It's the only thing that lit up red.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Leave me! Get out of here with the others!
We have less than like a quarter of a second to do this.
Hold on to me.
It turned red again! It is R2 you're supposed to press, right? It is R2. It doesn't give you like a thing that says that. R2. Yeah, apparently this is also an update. New aiming system. Oh, it's so dumb. To hit. Why did Taylor die for me? Spamming R2. Crosshair, which is super buggy around that part with Taylor and Daniel. Oh. What am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. We've aimed on the face. The crosshair turned red. I guess we don't have the fucking background music on anymore. I wonder if I can make it save closer to that point too.
You met up with Andrew's double, Abraham.
Because
He
I'm
was
tired of hearing
thinking
this
about
dialogue.
testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you
of
doing?
years ago.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming, I feel like one of the team. I'm good with that. Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
We could have used one of those... what do you call it? A paladin. A holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
Unless I die right here, because the
We need
game
to get
gives you
moving.
like a tenth of a second to apparently kick
Fuck
something in
this
the
place and
face,
the
even when it
stupid ass crash that
shows
got us here.
you kicking it in the face. Like I've nailed this quick time event dozens of times now. Ding. Smash X. Press circle. Press X on Daniel. Follow the sound.
Taylor? Where are you? Taylor!
It clearly saves after this point. So maybe I can do
Taylor!
this.
That you?
Let's see. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but let's fucking try it because I'm losing my mind. I feel like I've done everything to save this chick. And right here it just always fucks up.
Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Get out of here. Save yourself. Leave me. Get out of here with the others.
Hold on to me.
Alright, well, it let me try it more than once, so maybe you have to, like, fucking kick them more than once in the face? Because we got one kick off. Apparently you need to do it more than once. Like, hella fast. Let's see if our new save worked. Probably not. Worth trying, though. Yeah, save time looks like it's the exact same. It's probably gonna make us redo that whole fucking thing. Oh no, this is actually working right here.
Taylor!
Holy fuck. Should have tried this like 2 tries ago.
That you? Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Get out of here, Daniel! Save yourself!
Get out of here with the others.
Hold on to me.
You literally have like a tenth of a second to do that. And it's disappeared. We got an achievement.
Let's check that
Defeated
out.
Taylor's demons.
It'll get us out of these damn woods, and we can talk on the way.
Fuck my life. I'm hoping House of Ashes isn't like significantly more fucked. I should also probably save again. Cause that shit's wild. Oh, whoops. Did I actually? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Also, thank you, Noel, for letting me know about the fucking background music. Oh, we lost the cat too. Or did he just move to a different spot on that bed? Cat is back. Hello, Corlor, as well. It's actually kind of wild how the TikTok numbers have even been, like, surpassing the Twitch numbers a few times. It's not something I expected, especially for our first live stream. I mean, I didn't expect it at all. But still, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But everything seems to be running smoothly compared to before.
What happened back there with that thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
No idea. It was a real shitstorm. What do you think?
Seemed like it wanted to haul my ass off into the woods. Can't even think about what might have happened to me.
You would have been
Is the tide
burned
beginning
to
to
death.
turn in our favor?
Stabbed in the back.
Whatever we saw back there, or thought we saw, we're still in grave danger.
There's gotta be a way of stopping the girl. We might have already missed a chance to change things.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is, a liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
We don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a theory, but right now it's all we've got.
This is a one-shot deal. We get it wrong, and there's no replay. It's game over, so I'm up for doing whatever it takes.
Come on, let's take a look.
I think we did still make the right decision not fucking Mary over, like, initially. Is this the thing for John? Fuck. We do want to avoid that at all costs. Fuck. I'm not exactly sure how we do that either. Poke and catch.
Check this out.
Hey! That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
Well, no one's been here for a long time. Now is my time to speak before the judge. I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received. The devil has blinded so many to what is
really
real
have the
and what
ability
is not.
to.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Call out the
Abraham and
Reverend or not.
Joseph are allies in this deception. And lest we forget, you condemned Joseph to death only yesterday. Or do you now question that decision?
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
It is only my duty, Judge.
Now, however, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Wyman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Spookvember, yes! What's up, Elizabeth?
Speak out against
How
the
are you?
evil here.
Also, give you a shout out. How are you? We are continuing the spooky season, though. We didn't get through... Well, we did get through all of the games that I wanted to play for Spooktober. Procrastinating, going to sleep. Well, welcome to our cult, where we regularly entertain DJ hours like fucking crazy. Oh, you were also playing Little Hope? What the fuck? The exact same game?
Lacked her courage.
Wait, how far did you get in it?
For exposing this brooding.
Oh, wait, why is that? Did I spell your name wrong? Interesting. I did not spell your name wrong. I did spell it wrong. It's missing an L. I was gonna say, we were in your shit earlier, and you were definitely not playing this game. Ah, Dead Space!
God damn it, grow faster!
That is what you were playing recently. What the fuck is that? What the hell is that clip? Anyways, if you're already in here and you haven't given Alas Elizabeth a follow, please do. Wonderful variety streamer. Also playing Cyberpunk and spooky games.
It is our intent.
All kinds of fun things.
Her
I'm
accuser is the very man
Alas
entrusted to care for this
Elizabeth.
innocent child.
I think it actually just said
Plain to
me.
see,
It
he is
linked
not
my
fit for such a task.
my shit.
And I would
So I
ask
think
the
there
court to
isn't a
have Mary
person
placed elsewhere.
named that.
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
I
welcome
am
in.
prepared to take responsibility
Hope we
for the
can
child.
help continue your
If the court
procrastination.
First, the court must hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then.
I technically beat this game 2 days ago, but I was pissed off about... I'm playing it for the first time, as with the last one in the Dark Pictures anthology series, Maid of Medan, on the hardest difficulty, lethal.
Some would have me speak out against Mary, but
And I
could a
got
child
2
truly
people
be
killed.
capable of such evil?
So I'm trying to not do that.
This is tough. I get that.
But we have
Could be
2
for
more
anyone.
games in the series after this,
Mary, it's just a kid.
as well as Alan Wake and the Alan Wake Remastered and the Alan Wake 2 game,
Tell
which
the
I
court
just
what
got
you have
during
come here
our
to say.
Spooktober.
Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm not
Little
here
Hope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I lack the ability to see the truth.
I beg forgiveness. I would never suggest such a thing.
My time is not for wasting. You and the priest have irked me enough for one day.
I have more to say.
I have already given you enough time.
It's also still really
Furthermore,
hard
Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now
for me
stand
to separate
down.
that actor from his recent performance in The Bear, having crushed all 3 seasons of that in like a week.
Tell me everything. Did you see Andrew's double again?
Yes.
He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh, That's bad. Very, very bad. Shit!
So what happens now?
This helps us. Has to. We now know for sure that we can alter what happens.
What do you think? Is he right about this?
It went down just like he said.
I wonder if that's the right choice, though. Choosing basically the same things as I did before.
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
Fuck. Look, it's us.
Look at those outfits. This place shut down way, way back.
Life as a kid in the 70s. Everything
Also,
was
how's
ahead of me.
Dead Space been?
There's gotta be another
Elizabeth?
exit. Maybe
Are
on
you
the ground
playing?
floor?
I assume also the remastered version that came out fairly recently, or like within the last few years. Because I own the old version of that, but there's a second one for it too, right? The remaster, and I cry every stream. In like a spooky, scared way, or in like a this game is fucking difficult and I want to scratch my eyeballs out kind of way? I guess both. These are not mutually exclusive. Just terrifying? Okay. I can handle that. I assume it's also a game that has like cracked out fucking difficulties too. Which, as of recent, I can't help myself but choose, even in terrifying games, playing on medium difficulty. So I'm sure it could be way harder. Well. For a game I want to play, not necessarily encouraging. Having read Captain Bond's letter attesting that the affair within Lieutenant Hope, Little Hope, and heard the petitions against the townsmen, I write to express my signal concernment. Pastor Carver's teaching strayed from true doctrine and piety. His mind wandered from the fellowship of saints and surrendered into sin over many years. Please attend to his past behaviors, which infect and corrupt the town. I ask a commission be appointed to examine such affairs of last year, including the matter of the girl. Okay, so that's from the judge. But yeah, I assume if I play it, I'll probably play it on a fucking wicked difficulty. But I also don't own the remaster, I just own the original. Okay, we already saw this news. This is the same thing we saw outside the bar. Yeah, just with the addition of the bus drivers wanted, full training given, uniform provided, apply to Prime Street, 12 Eden Street, Northbridge, Massachusetts, 01962. I feel like the remaster is on EA Play. If you have Game Pass, it's included. I can resume Game Pass. In fact, I even have like a gift of a monthly renewal for it. I stopped that a while back. I do have like over a decade worth of Humble games, which this and many other things have actually come from. Or even most of the games I played during Spooktober, as well as this for Spookvember. Alan Wake Remastered is the only thing I didn't own before. Do I want a 14-day trial? Oh, yeah, thank you for offering. I have a 1-month gift trial, or not gift trial. I have a 1-month, like, resub gift, because I used to be subscribed. But I just haven't activated that, because I've been, like, holding out until there was, like, maybe something that truly piqued my interest for that month. But I also own, like, over 1,000 games already. And have a massive backlog.
What's the story here?
And even with like what I'm playing right
She
now,
gave him for
I've
some other
converted
guy.
from Microsoft more to like the PlayStation stuff. So I also pay for like the PlayStation monthly. And I've done a couple of games, even like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, using like Capture Card. I have Game Pass and still buy some of the games on Game Pass because I'm like,
hear that?
what if it disappears?
Right below us.
Well, I thought you always had access to the games, unless you if you add them during that month. It's just if I don't know. Actually, I could be wrong. I thought it was kind of like, if you got it during Game Pass, you'll have it forever. But it is possible that if you no longer have Game Pass, you'll no longer have access to it. I don't think so. Oh, fuck. Well, then it's worse than Steam.
That's heavy. Andrew,
because I played a handful of games even on stream that are no longer purchasable on Steam, but that I should ideally retain access to forever.
You take that side, I'll take this side.
Because I've
push togetder, right?
They signed deals for a specific time frame with the publishers. Oh, that fucking sucks then. Push. I thought the whole point was like, oh fuck. Whoops. No, don't fail. We didn't fail.
Whoa! Oh shit! Ah!
Oh fuck. He's fucked anyways. Theoretically, the deal could be forever. Maybe not though. Maybe it's not like the. Oh fuck! He gets stabbed in the face. Oh shit. Wait, what happened? I didn't do anything. It's frozen. God damn it! Our stream didn't crash. TikTok didn't fuck my shit up, did it? The game is completely frozen. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it at all. So what I'm also doing today, I'm testing some wild shit. I don't know if you stopped by the Stream Elements booth during TwitchCon, but I'm running what came out 2 days ago, their closed beta for the multicast. So I'm streaming to YouTube and TikTok. Today is our first day of TikTok, and it did crash my fucking stream earlier. Or it froze all of my OBS. TikTok still looks like it's up. Van Yeagers, welcome in on TikTok. Thanks, TikTok! I mean, so just to test this, while I have it up, TikTok is still working. We even see the thanks TikTok. I even just joined my own chat. Does YouTube still work? YouTube is still working. That seems good. Twitch is definitely still working. Okay, so I can't blame any of that. And OBS is not frozen. The game is crashed. Triple cast, my computer would literally blow up. Well, that's why we're fucking doing it live. The reason it froze my shit before was because TikTok, here, I'll just pull it up. Like, TikTok wanted me to download some bullshit that I've never seen before. Yeah, so like when I opened up the TikTok stream and went to like the live setting, it took me to this page where when I went to the live studio, it then tells me to like download this bullshit, like run a whole nother fucking separate application, even though I already have the chat and am technically, according to, I mean, here's just my OBS. According to OBS, like I'm still already running all of this connected and exported to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So I hope I don't have to download that in order to have a stable stream. But we did definitely just crash the game. Our computer seems fine. Or if I pull up my stats, what do our stats look like? Oh yeah. We're still connected at over 7,700 kilobits. 0%, 0.0 drop frames from network. We've missed 0.00, even though there are technically 75 frames we've missed due to rendering lag. That's not shit. Especially since we still have over 40 gigs of RAM available. Okay. Let's hope this actually saved our progress, though. I'm a little baby with my Streamlabs OBS, so I've got no more room for bullshit. Well, that's because Streamlabs baked a paid product on top of the open source OBS system. They also do allow for multicast. I know, bullshit. I'm sorry. Even if you don't pay, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about it. But especially if you don't pay, you know what you can do is you can export your profile and all of your scenes and import them into OBS Studio. It's a huge undertaking. I'm not trying to... Yeah. So here, I can even show you because I have no shame. I mean, there's a little bit of configuration for your scenes, but in the same way of what your stuff is set up, if you go to your profile, which I can't access because I'm actually live, but you can see like the profile settings there. You can choose to do profile, and then under the profile settings, there's a backup. Just like under scene collection, you can also choose export. So if you back up your profile and then export your scenes, what you can do when you open up OBS Studio is go to something like this, because I was actually originally pointed towards Streamlabs when I first got started too, but it'll back you up to something like this, which will look like a page or a file system that just has your profile. So this is like my profile right here. You can even, it's very tiny text, but maybe read that it says like profile JVAC 1440, because I'm technically playing in 1440p, and then I downscale that under my settings to 1080p. So I actually am playing in 2K, and then I downgrade that to 1080p as part of the encoding. But then when your scenes and you export that to like a file that will just look like a JSON file, it's super easy to import into OBS. Where certain things get a little wonky is if you're also using like stream elements or like sound alerts or other things. You might need to like make sure you're signed into all of those accounts or have those things tied into it the same way that obviously I'm using like the stream elements multi-stream and other stuff here, or like I have the sound elements panels. I don't know what's happening in the background right now. Sound settings with my capture card maybe want to cry. Oh yeah, I mean, even for the way I have my stream stuff set up, like I have even like 12 millisecond delays on like this camera and have a bunch of crazy nonsense set up, or even with the things I just realized I didn't have or didn't realize that this background music, which I have, if you're looking at my OBS, tied into my microphone setting instead of to my desktop setting. Shit's a little wild. But you can like see when I'm not talking, some of this stuff is synced up through this. But the better part is that is actually a part of your profile. So all of your inputs and sources are saved as part of your profile. All of your scenes utilizing those inputs and sources are saved as part of your scene collection. So you do have to back up both your profile, which I can't click on since I'm live, as well as your scenes. But if you are ever wanting to play around with it, or the cool part of that is when I did like cooking streams, or the couple of cooking streams I've done, even the one before the collaboration we did on Chef Tank, I actually just exported everything and then opened it up on my MacBook, a completely separate operating system, since I'm on Windows right now, and was able to import and preload all of the stuff, including even these scenes that not only have separate video settings, but have like 8 different cameras and stuff like linked to them for my cat cams. So all of that automatically saved over, like the settings for the cameras and the audio settings and things like that. It's really just like getting the scenes and some of those things, especially if like on my MacBook is also a different display. So I did have to like resize some things, especially since like on this scene in particular. Here, I'll just show you how I do it without being in theater mode or studio mode. So in like studio mode, you can also then obviously like play around. Here, I'll just make a copy of this. Just duplicate it. Just call it play.